Hola a todos, bienvenidos a Cositas de Kaya. Hoy, después de tanto tiempo porque me tomé unas vacaciones, vamos a ver cómo hacer armas hechas en madera y tenemos una extra que no está hecha de madera, pero es una forma muy barata de poder conseguir un arma para hacer cosplay. Yo no tengo idea de cómo se hacen las armas, el que hace las armas para mis cosplays es mi esposo, así que en este video tutorial vamos a dar una vuelta a todo y va a ser un video hablado en inglés y va a tener el subtítulo en español. Así que vamos a tener este invitado especial que va a ser la estrella de este tutorial y es mi esposo. Welcome.
Yay, I'm happy to be here.
Okay, are you gonna to teach us how to make
All the weapons?
weapons out of wood?
Yeah,
Okay.
and other stuff too.
Okay, that's
So-
cool. So, thank you, husband. First of all, we're going to see the tools that we're going to need to make these weapons, and Andrew is going to tell us about it.
Yeah, so the first is a jigsaw. I use this to cut the wood and cut out the basic shapes I need for the weapons. I want to hold this. This can cut out a lot of different shapes and it's really handy. Just be careful, of course, when using sharp blades to not cut yourself. I also have this. It's a rotary tool, or a Dremel. It comes with all these different attachments that you can put on it for cutting, sanding, engraving, cutting fine trim. There's a lot of different things you can do with this. This is like the most used tool out of all my tools. I use this the most. So this is really handy.
I know that for sure.
This is called a plane for working with wood. You push it, it'll shave off wood, and that's how you can get fine edges or blade edges. This right here, this is Plumbers tape. As you can see, it's really shiny. You can use this for the blades or for any metallic parts. And then this right here, this is kind of my secret stuff. This is Plumbers Epoxy. You can use this to hold things together. It's kind of like clay, but you can use it for a lot of detail work, for making stuff. It's really cool. So this is the first cosplay weapon that I made. It's the Boomerang, Sokka's Boomerang from Avatar: The Last Airbender. It's purely made out of wood. I just took a jigsaw, I cut out the basic shape, and then I used that plane that you saw to get these edges here. And then lastly, I just sanded it out. I drilled a couple holes, big holes here with giant drill bits. And then this right here, this is a water tribe etching. Oh. Alright, this is Sokka's space sword, again from Avatar: The Last Airbender. Kind of similar. I cut out the pieces of wood, and then I used the plane to get the fine edge here. Sanded it as well. The pommel, I used Plumbers Epoxy in between. These are just two small pieces of wood, and I used the epoxy in between here. I used the Dremel to cut out the fine details in the hilt, and then wrapped it in leather. Sometimes it's easier to, instead of making it completely by hand, is by getting something and just modifying it to your needs. That's how I did the Zuko's dual swords, again from Avatar. This is 2 wooden broadswords. I actually just bought these wooden broadswords online, and I used the Dremel to cut the different, or to cut them in half pretty much, so they fit together. And then I used the reflective tape on it to give it a nice metallic look, and then just painted it.
This is my favorite one.
Yeah, so this is Blake's gun from Ruby. Again, using something that was already there to build off of. This is just a toy Uzi. It's an airsoft gun. I got at my airsoft store for $5. So that's a base, and then I used foam, and then I cut the wood out like I do, and then I cut grooves or channels into the wood so I can transform the blade just like Blake actually does in the show.
It's not finished yet, like we gotta paint details and stuff, but it's gonna be a really good one, and I'm really excited to do that cosplay. This is a gun that I was telling you before that is not made out of wood. It's like just plastic. He's gonna tell us about it.
This gun is for, I can never say his name,
Kiritsugu
from Fate Zero. He's got a couple guns, but this looks like his machine gun, but it was just 2 squirt guns that I found at the dollar store, and I cut one in half, put it on here, and glued it together. It's not nearly finished. I still got to finish painting it, sand the glue and the groove, added a couple more parts to it. But you can get the idea of building off of something. It's a lot cheaper and easier than trying to make it all from scratch.
And you can get like a gun for cosplay just for $2, which is the coolest thing ever.
Yeah. Alright, so this is Urza's sword from Fairy Tail. It's a work in progress, as you can tell, but this kind of gives you the idea of how I make the swords. I cut out the different pieces with the jigsaw. I just drew it on with pencil to get the different shapes. And you keep the blade and the handle as one part, and then the guard is a different part. You can either slide it on or you can put it on top.
Alright guys, that's it for today. I want to say thank you to my husband.
Oh, you're welcome.
Thank you, Andrew, for doing this and teaching us how to make these cool weapons. And I had so much fun doing this tutorial in English. I don't know, how about you?
I had a lot of fun. Thank you.
Okay, so you know what to do. If you have any questions, you can comment below. And
yeah, you can like if you like the video, subscribe, share it.
Thumbs up.
Appreciate it.
And that's it. Thank you so much, guys. See you next time. Ciao!